on the chessboard that you apply off the chessboard?
Whenever I have a problem or something that's facing me, I just use the ideology of chess to figure out what am I supposed to do.
That's something to get off your chest, get it off the chessboard, and express yourself, you know, through your moves. So, poom. All right. So tell me, this is our chess club so far. It's me and Racer. You know, get it off your chess club. Flipping my chips, yeah. I'm getting rich. Running up digits, counting up 6. My money flipping. Let's take a trip. Standing on business, tycoon rich. I'm flipping my chips. Yeah. She wanna come dip. Pull up in a bit. Tycoon back in this bitch. Laughing straight to the bank. Pull up, no limit tanks. Give a fuck what you think. Nah, I go hard in the paint. I've been in my own lane. Money's in my pain. Get my door, gentleman. Wagwan gang back in this thing. La La Land is not where we're at today. Are you sad?
Kinda.
Yeah, well, this is what we got. But you know, Grace is always hustling me. So we're about to go play chess right now. We was on a trampoline earlier with Hustle. That was pretty fun. But now we're about to go and have him teach me some chess moves. But he was like, in order for me to teach you, you have to buy me coffee. I would have bought the coffee anyways.
It's called payment.
Payment. You should. Are you paying me to be on this video?
I didn't ask you.
Oh, you didn't?
You get views from this.
Oh.
This is like still like
You see how he finesses me, y'all?
exchange.
You see, this is how he gets me. And that's okay. But we just decided we're about to be switch. You about to get the new switch?
Once it comes out.
We both got to get a switch and everything. But what's your coffee drink that you're about to order today?
I'm gonna get a chai tea latte with 2 points of halo.
Here you go. Where are my points at? Let me get my points out so I can collect points on them. You know what he did? He finessed me. He said in order for him to teach me how to play chess, I gotta give him coffee. You think that's a good exchange?
I think so.
You think so? Okay. All right. That's fair. I feel like it's our thing. You know, every time me and Racer get together, we must get coffee. Oh yeah, I was telling Racer so the next time we link up, coffee and thank you, man. Appreciate you. The next time that we link up on my side of town, we're gonna go to Coffee and Plants. It's like I love La La Land. You know, that's the top one ever. But we're gonna go to Coffee and Plants because he just loves coffee. I think that you're still gonna like La La Land the best. But we're gonna go to Coffee and Plants. We only did Starbucks because this is what was near. But like, we like high-end coffee shops, okay? He has a great palate, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't, make sure you go and watch the video of, what was your favorite video? Because you've been in 2 of my vlogs now, right? What was your favorite between the 2? The La La Land or the Extreme Noodle Challenge in basketball?
I really liked being in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
You know, hitting you is really fun as well.
Yeah, that one is actually...
I think
the second one. It's funny, I was going to say, I'm going to call him out on camera. He had a basketball game yesterday, guys. Didn't invite me. You want to tell YouTube? Let's tell YouTube about it. Okay.
Why you gotta put me up?
I mean, because I'm still showing up and doing my part.
Yeah.
I didn't get invited to the basketball game.
I told Archie and Sia.
You told them to do what? Invite Taz?
I told them to invite me. I thought that was implied.
I'm not cool enough for you to just text me and invite me on your own, huh? Because I do invite you to places, and I'm just like, hey, Racer, good morning, have a great day at school. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he doesn't remember to invite me to things. My feelings are a little hurt.
I didn't.
But you know how you can make it up to me?
What?
You could tell me who your favorite female rapper is. I think you know her name. I think that it'll make me feel so great. And we can.
I've been listening to her music more recently.
Oh, so who is your favorite female rapper? Oh, what? Well, there goes. Her name might be right there on the. Wow, it's just like for YouTube.
Well, it's crazy.
It's okay. You know, let me just put the camera. So, who's your favorite female rapper?
I don't know. It gotta be like
Taz Tikoon?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Because I didn't hear you say it, so I think if you. So who's your favorite female rapper?
Taz Tikoon.
Oh, okay, cool. So now we're even. So you know what? We can accept that. now we're even. I like that. But it's gonna be windy. So the next time y'all see me, we're gonna be at the chessboard, y'all. Like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. You already know who his favorite rapper is. And that's my favorite Racer. One gang back in this thing. Racer's getting us right. I'm hoping that we have all of the pieces for this chess match. Oh gosh, how's it looking, bro?
I ain't looking good.
Oh my gosh. So we can still find a way to teach. Well, first and foremost, while he's getting that together, I guess we can use this as an opportunity to talk about, let me see, like how long Racer's been playing chess. Let me see, what got you into chess? You know what I'm saying? Let me see how I can get that right. That's pretty decent. Okay. Wagwan gang back in this thing. Racer's kind of tall, so I'm going to try to cheat this. Oh, yeah, this is perfect. So today is interesting because I am missing 2 chess pieces. I probably can just go buy it from somewhere else, but
yeah, it's gonna be better for you if I don't have 2 pieces. You know?
Yeah. Well, today, so just to let all y'all know before we even jump into this, how long have you been playing chess and like what got you into it?
I've been playing chess for like 3 years now, actually.
Yeah.
And it all started when I was just watching YouTube and I seen a guy named Gotham Chess.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since then, I've been watching his videos to find out about Hikaru, Magnus, all of them.
You just stumbled on a YouTube video?
Yeah, I just stumbled upon it.
And that made you want to play chess?
Yes.
And did you teach yourself?
Originally, I taught myself, but then I had started realizing I can use these videos to learn. So I just started watching him, learning what en passant is, castling, which is what you'll be learning today is.
Wait, what am I learning today?
En passant and castling.
Are you speaking French right now?
Technically.
Oh, I didn't know it didn't sound English, so I'm like, okay, en passant.
En passant.
En passant. What's the other
Kinda?
part?
Kinda?
En passant?
There you go.
Oh, en passant. Okay, so we're gonna be. So when I first met Racer a little while back, he showed me a couple of moves on the app. My dad, shout out to my dad, Papa Prince. Check out his nonprofit organization called BYDS. Before you do something, he teaches juveniles how to cognitively think, how to make moves through the chessboard. So my dad, he had a life sentence. Plus 80 years, but he's been home for 5 years now. And my dad always attributes chess and myself as the motivation for how he was able to get out of prison. And isn't there 64 squares or something on here? My dad actually gave me a chess poem as well that just talks about it. One of the things I was telling Racer when I first met him is that I've played chess for years, that I'm actually more like savvy in checkers, but life is chess. So my issue or my challenge for the last few years was that I knew what all the pieces did, but I had no strategy. So when we first played, remember, you was like, why did you do that? And the thing that you had taught me was that I didn't have an opening move. So I could tell you that the knight moved in a L or the bishop. I could tell you how they moved, but that's all I knew. And when I met you put me on the app, and then it was like, it all made sense. And I was like, well, how is it that they say when a student is ready, the teacher appears? And this is a very interesting thing because you're teaching me, and you've inspired me to start my own chess club. Well, we're going to start a chess club called Get It Off Your Chess Club. We are missing some pieces today, but we're going to just, I guess, discuss some opening moves. But I'm grateful for you to be my teacher today. So, so let's, I guess, get started and see. Before we get started, do you have a favorite chess piece? Is that a thing?
My favorite,
like
if I were to promote.
If you were a chess piece, what piece would you be on the board?
Probably a rook.
A rook? Why?
Because it's just easier and simpler for everything.
Because you can go back and forth and side to side.
Yes.
Like that. Okay. I would just be a queen because I'm already a queen. You know what I'm saying? The most powerful piece on the chessboard. He's going to be you said a rook, and I'm the queen. But okay, so we're going to learn en punce. En passant. En passant. I like how you say it.
What did you just say?
En punce. that's not how you say it. But okay, so tell me a little bit about the move. The only move I know, y'all, is off the Netflix TV show is Queen's Gambit. But what was the first move you taught me that day on when I first met you?
The first thing I taught you was 4 Nights Game.
4 Nights Game. And then remember after that I had made a move. He was like, that was a really good move. I wouldn't have thought to do that. And then for Christmas, I got him a chessboard. Yes. How does the chessboard been instead of being off the app now? Could you tell people about your experience?
It's just so much easier. I mean, I'm able to play against myself. Like, whenever I don't have anything to do, and practicing the piano or just not going to the game right now, I can just grab my chessboard, set it up, and play against myself and figure out things that I just have had a lapse in judgment or not had the thought to do yet.
Well, before you actually teach me the move, could you, excuse me, explain a little bit about how does one play against themselves in a setting like this? Like if I was at home and I had my own chessboard, like what do you do to play against yourself?
So what I do is I usually sit right, like directly across from the chessboard where it's still sitting like this, but I would sit right here, and I would just start off with white, and think of each move that I would do for each spot, and just figure out which spot I'm most strong in, and then try to focus on the other side playing against myself. So I would, for instance, I would go over here and move my king e4, and I would think, okay, how would I play this against an opponent?
Well, you like going against yourself, like literally,
Yes.
like, okay, how would I counteract that?
Yes.
That is a mental challenge.
So I would either go right here, so I can do. Actually, I forgot the name of that. But but essentially, it's so that you can have complete protection, but stopping king's pawn or queen's pawn from moving up and getting control of the center.
Another question: has chess taught you how to move in life? You know how people say life is chess.
Absolutely.
Could you, with your how old are you?
13.
13. Okay, so I've heard some of the most prolific, amazing businessmen, like a lot of the people that I'm inspired by, play chess, and they said that it's helped them in business and in life. You at 13 years old, what have you learned on the chessboard that you've applied off the chessboard?
I just use this to think. Whenever I have a problem or something that's facing me, I just use the ideology of chess to figure out what am I supposed to do, how am I supposed to get here to here, in this certain movement that would make it where it's the best for every single piece in the least amount of time.
Do you have an example of maybe a challenge that you've had recently that you could speak about, to be like, okay, I was going through this personally, and then chess helped me figure that out? Because the reason I say this is that there's a lot of young men and women out there that don't have the ability to cognitively think like you do, and that's why it's beautiful the way that you explain that, because that's the power in chess. It's like being able to check yourself, hold yourself accountable. So do you have could you speak to what the challenge was in your life that helped you make the move?
Really just everything. If I were to even come to finding out what I want to do for a birthday or what I want to do for someone's plans, I would think of all the different things and all the different activities that person does, and just figure out each and every single thing that I've seen them do that would point to them wanting to do this thing, or what would give them the reasoning to do this.
So instead of and sometimes the problem is that we don't think of every possible thing, but chess forces you to think, if I go here, this is going to happen. If I go here, this is going to happen. Instead of some people that just make the choice.
Just make the choice and
then have to suffer the consequences. That is beautiful, y'all. Kudos to you. That was really well said. Okay, so poom san. All right. So tell me about poom san. How does this go? So.
So what you do is, for un passant to work, you would have to move your one of your pawns 2 squares up with an opposing piece right here.
And un passant is an opening move.
Oh well, no, it's not an opening move.
Okay.
But this is just a sort of tech that you can do.
Okay.
So if I were to move my pawn right here, and because this is only possible if you move 2 squares up with that pawn, so it has to be on this row, and you had to be adjacent after the move.
Oh, so these both are un passant right now, because this went from that would have been un passant for this one, right?
Yeah, so I'm just using this as an example.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So after this, knight's pawn e4 would go here. You can you have the option to either move up, or what en passant is to take the piece diagonally from here.
Well, I didn't know that a pawn could. I thought
they can only take that. They can only take diagonally. Pawns can only take diagonally. So if a pawn were to be right here, you can take here, but you can't do that. You can only move forward.
So if this was right here, though, how is this taking? When you say it has to be like this to take it?
It's a newer rule that's been added, but. So from right here, you would have to, if you move up 2, so from the, so king's pawn e4, on that side, you would be, from right here, you would be able to take this, and that would be en passant, taking that piece from that double move right there.
Is it only en passant from the e4? It has to take place on these squares?
No, it doesn't have to take place on that square. That's just the best way I can describe it to people that are watching. Okay.
Gotcha. So, and what, do you know the name of every, do you go do you look for a move and then you practice it? How did you come across this move?
So I was just playing on chess.com, and then I was confused because I seen that I moved my pawn up too, thinking, oh, I can get checkmate soon if I do this pawn. If I move my pawn up, and then get my queen in a certain spot, so that his only spot is moving to my pawn that could get checkmate. But I had noticed that his pawn was right there, and I didn't even know that this was a rule yet. So immediately he takes my pawn, and I'm just confused on how that even happened.
Wow. Okay. So could you show me the scenario? Because you said you had you thought you made the move for checkmate.
Yes.
So could you design the board in that way of exactly where you were, like what the checkmate that you had? Do you remember what it was and how you were trying? Could you set that up? I'm gonna actually show this angle so people can see this.
So what at this initial moment, there was like none of this back here. Almost their entire back rank was gone.
Okay. And back rank, is that this?
Yeah, that's almost their entire back rank was gone. They only had like 3 pawns just up here on the opposing side. Okay. So what I had done was I had. Let me move that back. Okay. What I had done was I had this pawn move up 2 squares, because now he has on top of my queen that's already making it where he physically can't go right here or right there.
So wait, which one were you? Like you're black or you're white in the game?
I'm black.
Okay, you're black in the game. Okay, got you. So
and
this is where you
real
were.
Life too. But
in real, you are. Yes, you are black in real life.
All right. So at the time,
okay,
I moved up 2 squares and got an F5. So immediately at this position, my pawn's right here. He can't move back, and I can move my. This was already gone, so I could have just moved my queen right here, and that would have been checkmate.
This is the checkmate you thought you had?
Yes, because he can't go here, here, or here.
Okay.
And he's just stuck there to die.
Okay.
So, but what happened was, I was, after being right there...
Wait, so you moved from, because you had checkmate here, you moved here next?
Yes.
Okay, you went from checkmate. Why did you go out of checkmate?
Oh, no. That was just an example of how I would have gotten checkmate at that time.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
So what I would do was I had moved this pawn up here, but because they had done en passant to stop me, I was confused because I would have gotten checkmate in a couple of moves. I still had eventually won. I just used one of my rooks and done a ladder checkmate, but because of that, I couldn't have gotten the win as fast, and they were able to get out this corner.
So where you thought, and that goes back to the point of what you're saying about how it makes you adapt. Like in life, it's always not going to go the way that you think.
It's not going to go the way you think.
Right. So you thought you had checkmate, and they did something, and then you had to pivot and go to the rook.
Yes, I didn't even know that was possible. But what happened was I found out about how this works because every single move is documented on the side whenever you go on chess.com.
Mm-hmm. So were you documenting
like all the moves like E5, E5, X, Q, P?
Do you document your moves when you're playing against yourself as well? Like, do you take the notes?
Yeah, whenever I have a paper and pencil, I always do. But
is that effective to like note? Would you say that, you know how they say journaling is really great to do because it's like it helps you reflect? Do you feel like taking the notes in chess is like the journaling of the moves that you're making? Like in life, if you're journaling, you can go back and be like,
go back and figure out what I just did, and how to change that for the better. So. But I forgot I had missing pieces.
Oh yes, yeah, we do have missing pieces. So,
yes, so it would be.
And you learned that on the fly because you thought you had the checkmate.
I thought I had the checkmate, but then immediately he did that, and I was confused.
So what made you go to rook? What was your thought process when it's like, okay?
Well, the thing is that I had a rook.
Can you show it on the board? Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I had a rook at that position with my queen right here. And his knight right here. But I thought I could have done what I had just done earlier. This is your checkmate, right? Yeah, I was gonna get checkmate with the pawn, which would have been a faster checkmate. But then after his
hold on, why if your pawn was right here originally, or
no? It was right
there. Okay.
Yeah, but I moved up 2, and then he had done en passant, which I had not accounted for.
Hold on, show me that move. Wait, do that again. Why was that? I thought you said you can only take diagonally.
Yeah. So his pawn was right here, but because I moved my pawn up 2, he took and did en passant. Moving, you can only en passant is moving up 2 squares with your pawn, and then they can take your piece.
Okay, to explain that again. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Show me that again. That makes way more sense when you say it like that. Say that again.
So so en passant is from any pawn in this rank moving or that rank moving up 2, you can take that pawn.
But you didn't know that.
I didn't know that at the time. I had no.
How does that work if the rule? That's like in life, right? If the rules and the laws change, how, like, what if, like, things change all the time? So it's like, how did you know that was like? How do you validate that this is a new law or a new rule? Like,
I just had to accept it.
Like in life. Okay, so that's what happened. So he took your So
he did en passant and took
it. So now where you was going to get the easy checkmate, you wasn't able to.
Yes.
But you're still here.
Yeah, so...
What made you not... Why did you go rook and not here?
Sorry, I was right
there. Oh, you was right there.
That was my fault.
Okay. So, now they made that move and now it's your move. So your next bet was you immediately went to bishop.
Oh, no, to rook.
To rook.
So my rook was right there, and now I had to use my knight to check him and take this pawn. So he was forced to move right here, and then I had to go right here, here, and that was checkmate. But originally my thought process was to do that, but because he was running low on time, he had done the worst move.
Why was that? What's the worst move?
Oh, the worst move was from here to move right there, because he could have gone right here and then not had gotten in the position where he would be almost in checkmate.
Why do you think that he went there?
Because we were playing a blitz match. So a blitz match is where each person on the board has 5 minutes in total. So the whole match is 10 minutes. The whole match, each person has 5 minutes for each one of their moves. So, for instance, if he were to move right here, and I have 1 minute 21 seconds, 120, 119, 118, and then I did that move. So it just counts down.
How effective is the timing on the move? I know chess can be days, hours. You can come back. Do you feel like the time frame and the duration makes you make decisions, more effective decisions, quicker?
Oh, well, no. Depending on how much time, because originally I'm pretty sure he had only had 14 seconds left. So
he did that out of panic.
Yes, exactly. He only had 14 seconds left, and if that ran out, he would have immediately just lost.
Do you feel like it's indicative that this can show you how you are under pressure?
Yes. This is extremely important for figuring how to move in pressure.
So did you feel pressure when you saw that? When you were in this scenario, did you feel pressure at all?
Oh, no. I still had 1 minute and 21 seconds left, so I didn't have to worry about at all.
Okay, so that was his worst move. So then when they did that, so then what happened next?
Well, after being here and then moving, after being here, wait, hold it, here. I had moved here. Their worst move was going, wait, did I place that right? Because that's moving still in the check. That's checkmate. Because, yeah. So this would have been his best move, but at the time.
Can you tell me why it would have been his best and why was it his worst?
It was his worst because at this placement, if he moved back, then he has nowhere else to go anymore. He has no good placement. He can't go. My bishop was gone at the time, but if he goes here, then he can't go right there because of my queen. But if he were to move up, he could have threatened my queen, and I would have to escape and get into a better positioning, which gives him more time to get time off of me.
Why do you think he didn't make that move?
It was just out of panic.
Because he had the time.
He only had time.
And so he ended up making which move? And show me the move he ended up making?
He had ended up going right here.
Okay, and so when he made that move, and you had your minute and 15 seconds left, you went there. And so then what was his next move?
Oh, there's no next move. This is...
Because I thought you said your bishop...
Knight.
I mean,
rook.
Rook. I'm sorry, forgive me. I thought you said that your rook is how you won the game.
Oh, no, my rook was my initial plan, but because of...
Oh, okay, got you.
Because I had planned to move my knight right here, pawn was right there, he has no movement from there. So that was the move you thought, but then once you saw the move he made, this is what made you go from here to here. Yes. And this is how you won the game. Yes, because he can't go here, because my pawn's right here. He can't go right here because well, actually no, that would have been his best move, but because he had moved from here to here, that was and my queen was here, that was just the worst move he made.
And that's the you learned on the job on
Yes.
Punsan. Say it again. On
I adapted to what had just happened to me. Because I didn't know that Uncle Son was a thing. I would have gotten that easy checkmate. But because of what happened, I would just because of what happened, I just had to figure it out.
This is and the fact that you remember all of this, you didn't journal any of this or write any of this down. How is it that you can just recreate?
This was my last match when I was sitting over there.
Oh, today, like when you handed me the phone. Oh, this is fresh. Cause I'm like, how do you know all this, bro? Like, you have a great memory. Nah, this is
I have horrible memory.
I can't tell. You look like you know how to remember to make a move. No, that's epic. But no, I love how you broke that down. I feel like there's been a lot of people that I've been trying to get to teach me chess, including my pops. You know, he's always like teaching the youth and the juvenile. So my dad is like, you're smart. Not that I won't figure it out, but my dad he's trying to help underprivileged kids to, stay out of the same reason that my dad went into jail for not being able to make the right decisions is why he has his nonprofit called BYDS, which is before you do something. So BYDS is before you do something. His mission is play chess. My dad has not missed chess in like over 30 years. He's played every single day. He doesn't start his day without doing it. So it's like, I don't know, it's interesting because where my dad is teaching the youth, now the youth is teaching me. You know what I'm saying? So this is this is something that I'm excited about, like creating this chess club called Get It Off Your Chest Club. Sometimes people like are suppressing so much and they're going through a lot and they don't know how to think or speak, in the beginning God gave us the words, so you got to be very conscious about the words that you speak. Our tongues are usually the things that starts wars. They say your tongue is a sword. And sometimes when you don't think about the things that you say before you say them, it's like there's no coming back, from that. And I think that what I wanted to do in this video is that I am still learning. I know that there are some missing pieces, but everything you broke down to me today, like you're an excellent chess teacher. I would definitely say that. And going back to the reason why I said I want to call it Get It Off Your Chest Club is that if you have something to say, put it on the board. Express yourself, through your moves. Demonstration speaks louder than conversation. And sometimes a lot of issues could just be resolved through effective communication. So if you knew how to move your pieces in life, maybe you can move your thoughts and your words in a way that can be effective to talking to people. And I think that at 13 years old, you are like light years, like beyond your time. I'm excited to have you as my teacher. My mission that I'm going to put out here is that I do want to start like a traveling chess club and being able to get people to just, if you got something to get off your chest, get it off the chessboard and find a different way. We don't got to fight. We don't have to be violent and belligerent. We can find a different way. And it's calming, it's soothing, you got your coffee and everything. But so there's this really dope coffee shop. My favorite is La La Land. Racer's been there already, obviously. But there's another one called Coffee and Plants, and they actually have a sneaker studio right beside it, and they play chess outside all the time. So I was thinking that the next time we link up, that we could you'll have your board, I'll hopefully have my two pieces, and then we could start. And you've told me also too to use the chess app. Like I don't know, I feel like I've just been wanting to learn so much. 50 Cent, one of my biggest inspirations. He's a huge chess player. Derrick Rose, my favorite basketball player, he plays chess. Kyrie Irving. So a lot of the thought leaders and the people that really inspire me, like that, I'm always like they play chess. Nipsey Hussle, everyone that I'm inspired by plays chess. And I didn't just want to know. I feel like in my life right now, God has put a lot of, like I know all the pieces on my chessboard, but I never knew how to use them. So imagine like you got all these resources, and it's like, who's my knight? Who's my rook?
What am I going to do with this?
Yeah, what am I going to do with this? And I feel like I'm excited to learn from you and grow with you. And I, every time I see you, we got to always have a chessboard. So my dad, he gave me this one. My traveling chessboard, I'm gonna get you a traveling one too, because you can see how easy it is. Instead of, I know I got you the gift, but I don't know, is it big or is it like? Do you feel like it's easier to move with this than?
It's easier to move with this than is the whole board.
Okay, I'm gonna get you another one so that you have a traveling chessboard, so that of course, so that way if it's like your racer, we're about to link up and everything. But I did want to make sure I played there. He has to play Pokemon Go. I have to go handle some business. So this is our chess club so far. It's me and Racer. You know, get it off your chess club. You know, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. He has to go Pokemon Go. I got things to do. That's my man. That's my man. That's my man. Yo, why you scared?
Losing is funny.
You don't know what to do. Wagwan gang, we back in this thing. Like and subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Scaredy cat. Boom. Oh my phone. He like, I want to get up. He over it. Stop being scared. What you want? You miss Racer? Also Racer. Yeah! I got a family to feed. Gotta keep planting these seeds. Always extended my hand. Nothing was handed to me. I stuck to my script. They sending me scripts. This shit was planned to be. I had to stick to my plan A. Now everybody can see. Tide water flooding these streets. Shorty go dumb in the sheets. It's 1500. Oh, it ain't nothing.